Mr. Bones.
What up, peeps? Mr. Bones back at you, and welcome back to Peep This Reviews. And what we're talking about is 1995's Ice Cream Man. (1995's Ice Cream Man), directed by Norman Epstein, written by David Dobkin and Sven Davidson, starring Clint Howard as Gregory Tudor, David Naughton as Martin Cassera, Jan Michael Vincent as Detective Gifford, and Olivia Hussey as Nurse Wharton. Poor Gregory. After being released from Wishing Well Sanatorium, all he wants to do is make the children happy. So Gregory reopens the old ice cream factory, and all the unappreciative brats are reprocessed into the flavor of the day. So when the movie opens, you have a quick scene in black and white of a young Gregory witnessing his childhood ice cream man being murdered, in a far-fetched scene where it's black and white and looks like mobsters doing a drive-by on him. So he's traumatized and spends all of his childhood and half of his adulthood in a sanatorium. So he's in there with these Looney Tunes and this doctor pumping this green shit in his head all the time, telling him, "We're gonna have a happy, happy, happy day." So he has this funny quote throughout the movie where he says, "Not every day is a happy, happy, happy day." But then when he's eventually released, he's somehow released in the care of Nurse Wharton, who was there when he was a child, who doesn't have too many more light bulbs up top than he does, and doesn't even actually watch over him and make sure he's not doing bad things. So Gregory is the town's ice cream man, and slowly the children are disappearing. There's a little group of friends in here like the Losers Club. They have some funny names like Small Paul and Tuna Cassera, which is pretty much trying to make it sound like casserole. Well, Gregory gets a hold of Small Paul, who you assume he's going to kill, but he doesn't for some reason. He just keeps him kidnapped and keeps him in the ice cream shop to hang out with him. And I swear this kid looks just like Macaulay Culkin, but isn't. He's played by a kid named Mikey LeBeau. Well, anyway, Gregory is a bit off his rocker and goes around killing people. This one guy yells at him for being in his driveway, so he slaps a waffle iron around his face and cuts his head off, puts it in a giant waffle cone, and takes it to his wife. Says, "I have something special for you." There's this cool scene where he's got these two cops' heads on sticks talking with them like hand puppets, which remind me like something you would see in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Some of the music also reminds me of music you would hear in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is just a very cheesy movie. Felt low budget, like a TV movie. Kind of felt like it could be an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? But I did enjoy it. It's lots of fun. I'd recommend checking it out. So yeah, some great 90s cheese at its finest. And if you can find this version, just some extra icing on the top, because it has this cool version that I watched. Ice Cream Man Monster Vision Summer School Edition with Joe Bob Briggs and Clint Howard. It's an old show they had back in the day on TNT. And it takes like these commercial breaks in the middle of the movie and goes to the clips from the show, which was really fun. And yeah, that's what I watched for you guys today. Peace.
Playing role games with my swing, I'll be Indiana Bones in the temple of Boom Tang.